Good morning, India. This is Sumit Verma.
Good morning, India. This is Anubhav Arora.
We welcome you to our show Coffee with Educators. Today, we have with us Dr. Kajal Suri, PhD in psychology, special educator and therapist with more than 2 decades of experience, author of book Birth of a Special Parent, licensed practitioner with Rehabilitation Council of India (RCI), co-owner of Shamrock Flowers and director of Thomas Kids International. We welcome you on our show, Dr. Kajal Suri, and it's such a pleasure to have you on our show today. Welcome to Coffee with Educators.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Sumit. Thank you so much, Anubhav. It's my pleasure to be here at this show. Thank you.
Ma'am, it is such an honor and pleasure कि आप हमारे साथ हैं. And being a child psychologist is such a beautiful and I should say mindful mentoring कि कितने सारे आज बच्चे हैं जिनको ये चीज़ों की बहुत ज़रूरत होती है.
Yes.
और एक अच्छा मेंटर होना और एक अच्छा डॉक्टर इस चीज में मिलना बहुत जरूरी है.
Absolutely.
एंड आप जो ये इतनी सारी आपने एक्सपर्टीज है आपकी एंड यू आर अ गुड नेम इन एंटायर दिल्ली एनसीआर एंड पीपल नो यू एंटायर इंडिया फॉर ऑल दीस थिंग्स एंड अ बिग एक्नॉलेजमेंट टू योर बुक आल्सो जो आपने लिखी है जिसमें इतनी सारी चीजें कवर्ड है. माय फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन टू यू फॉर टुडे इज लाइक कि चिल्ड्रन विद स्पेशल नीड्स
Mm-hmm.
वाला जो सिस्टम है जो आज पेरेंट सफर करता है
Yeah.
और एज अ लेमैन जैसे
Yeah.
मैं आपसे बात कर रहा हूँ
Mm-hmm.
उसको पहचानना बहुत मुश्किल होता है.
Mm-hmm.
मतलब हर पेरेंट के लिए अपना बच्चा सबसे अच्छा है.
Yeah.
ठीक है. और जब शुरू में वो प्ले स्कूल से अपनी जर्नी शुरू करता है आप भी you are co-owner of Shamrock Flowers and you are director of Thomas Kids International which is an inclusive school, right?
Yeah.
तो आप आइडेंटिफाई कैसे कर पाते हो इतना छोटा बच्चा खेल रहा है कूद रहा है चीजें कर रहा है हम तो यही मानते हैं कि वो बहुत नॉटी है वो बहुत चीजें हैं धीरे धीरे वो कुछ सीखना शुरू करता है.
Mm-hmm.
तो बट एक टाइम के बाद हमें पता चलता है कि नहीं उसके साथ कोई प्रॉब्लम है जो कि कोई भी पेरेंट शुरू में मानेगा नहीं.
Mm-hmm.
एज अ टीचर भी जो सामने होगा उसके लिए भी उसको पता लगाना बहुत मुश्किल है.
Mm-hmm.
मैं इतनी सारी बात जो आपसे कर पा रहा हूँ मुझे ये पता करना है कि चिल्ड्रन विद स्पेशल नीड्स जो बच्चे होते हैं उनको हम आइडेंटिफाई कैसे करें.
So let me tell you, there are certain milestones which child required to achieve by certain age. So अगर वो कोई भी milestone missing होता है तो parents themselves are able to identify कि हमारा बच्चा 2 साल का हो गया और उसने बोलना नहीं स्टार्ट किया है 2 साल का हो गया है और ये कुछ रिस्पॉन्ड बैक नहीं करता है. So that is a time when they try to reach to a pediatrician or psychologist. So that is a time when we are able to see what is the issue with the child. And in fact, while we have children in the school also, sometimes we are able to identify the issue and we try to contact with the parents. So at this age, 2 years, 3 years, parents sometimes have an issue with the acceptance also. So later, when they get to know that there is a problem with the child, there is an issue which is going to resolve with the certain therapies, with the help of a specialist. So then they are able to go for it.
ओके. तो मतलब आपका कहना ये है कि जिस टाइम पे बच्चा हर चीज को स्टार्ट लेता है आप वो डेवलपमेंट स्टेज का बहुत ध्यान रखते हो कि अगर ये टाइम बोलने का है ये टाइम लिखने का है
Yeah.
या इस वाली एज ग्रुप में इस तरह की एक्टिविटी में उसको इंडल्ज होना चाहिए
Absolutely.
या आप कोई चीज उसको दिखा रहे हो. ठीक है. मैं स्क्रीन टाइम की बात नहीं कर रहा क्योंकि स्क्रीन टाइम तो सबके लिए बहुत अच्छा होता है सब बच्चे उसमें बड़े अच्छी तरह से एंगेज हो जाते हैं. उसके सिवाय कोई चीज है आइडेंटिफिकेशन है हैंड राइटिंग है तो उससे हम पता लगा लेते हैं इज इट सो इजी और इज इट अ डिफिकल्ट जॉब आल्सो. क्योंकि मेरे को ऐसा लगता है ये बहुत टफ है किसी पेरेंट को पहले ये समझाना कि आपके बच्चे को ये प्रॉब्लम है और दूसरा है उस टीचर को उससे कंक्लूड करना कि इसको ये प्रॉब्लम है.
या सो लेट मी टेल यू पेरेंट्स को ये चीज़ पता होती है कि बच्चे में कुछ ना कुछ इशू है because when parents are doing lot of activities with their child so they are able to identify that there is some problem but again the question is for acceptance. They are not able to accept. So when they come to us we take time of 3 months for the observation initially and sometimes we give home remedial plan to the parents to follow at home and probably it is not a disability, it is not any kind of a disorder, it could be only learning difficulty.
Very
which
much.
is going to resolve because there is a difference between learning disability and learning difficulty. So they are able to resolve it out at home level only and further it is not going to manifest into any kind of a disorder.
Okay. So, ma'am, how do you engage parents in their children's education?
See, we have a lot of platform, but parents prefer to have digital communication,
Okay.
which is either through WhatsApp messages, direct messages, or email. We have parents resource center also, where parents can reach for their queries. Then we have parents group also. We have portal also and website where like parents can direct message to us. And in fact, they have our numbers also. So whenever whatever is the issue, so they can directly come to us.
Okay. So you provide daily updation on the child to them.
We provide daily updates on our Insta groups, on our WhatsApp groups, and we directly message them also. We also organize parents teacher meetings every
Okay.
3 months. Yeah,
Okay.
so every trimester there is parents teacher meeting. So parents come to us, they get to know about their child's performance, they share their issues also with us. So it is a way of dual communication.
So how do you support continuous professional development for your teachers?
See, as I told you, I'm a child psychologist myself, and I'm a special educator also. So we have a lot of trainings for teachers throughout the year, which is either on short span training for 2 hours or maybe for 1 month training program, which happens on every Saturday, Sunday, which is totally based on psycho developmental approach and multisensory approach. Because when we talk about evolvement in education, so it should be totally based on new curriculum and new pedagogy. When we talk about new pedagogy, it should be totally based on multisensory approach, because all children have different styles of learning. Some children are able to learn from auditory processing, some children are able to learn from sensory processing, some are able to grasp it up by kinesthetic, by learning, by seeing, by doing it.
Ma'am, Thomas Kids International is an inclusive school, right?
Yes.
Lot of parents, want to know कि एक होता है न्यूरोटिपिकल,
Mm-hmm.
एक होता है न्यूरोडाइवर्जेंट,
Yeah.
एंड फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई वुड लाइक टू नो व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन टू. और ये जो आपका स्कूल है थॉमस किड्स इंटरनेशनल, आई हैव हर्ड अ लॉट ऑफ प्रेज फ्रॉम लॉट ऑफ पेरेंट्स की यहाँ पे आप जो बच्चे विद आई शुड से स्पेशल नीड्स होते हैं, you
Mm-hmm.
really groom them very well. You as a mentor, you are always there.
Mm-hmm.
But I as a parent, for example,
Mm-hmm.
मुझे कई बारी ये जो टिपिकल टर्म है ना कि भाई ये बच्चा न्यूरो टिपिकल है, ये बच्चा न्यूरो डाइवर्जेंट है, या जो लोग हम बात करते हैं,
Yeah.
आई वुड लाइक कि आप इन लोगों को बताओ कि न्यूरो टिपिकल और न्यूरो डाइवर्जेंट का मतलब क्या होता है और आप अपने स्कूल में इसको कैसे डील करते
So neurotypical and neurodivergent is scientific term that we use. So neurotypical have typical functioning level like you, me, and us. So neurodivergent children are children who have some kind of sensory processing disorder and are not able to process the information in a certain manner which typical children do.
हैं? अच्छा,
And there is, along with sensory processing disorder, there is a delay in processing also sometimes.
तो मतलब एक जो नॉर्मल बच्चा होता है उसको हम न्यूरोटिपिकल बोलते हैं.
We call them neurotypical because they have a typical pattern of functioning.
अच्छा, मतलब चीज को समझना, करना, लिखना,
Yeah,
पढ़ना.
yeah, it's a typical functioning level like you, me, and all of us.
ठीक है.
But neurodivergent child might have a different pattern of functioning. If you talk about autism students, they are
आप
not
एग्जांपल
able
में
to.
समझाओ मुझे, जैसे कि
Yes.
ये बच्चा इसको ऐसे देखता है, ये बच्चा
Yeah.
इसको ऐसे समझता है, कोई कैसे समझ
Yes,
सकता है इस बात
yes,
को?
let me tell you. So if you be all of us, we want to express our feelings, so I will just simply say get me a glass of water.
ठीक है जी.
Okay, but neurodivergent child, maybe there is a comorbidity. When we say comorbidity, that could be a co-associated disorder. Maybe there is a speech disorder or speech delay, child is not able to express by speaking. Then the child is just going to say it with gestures, but then again gestures are also not that sharp, so they maybe they are just going to push you, but they just want to say something to you. But sometimes it happens in the same age children also. Teacher comes to me and then she says that this child is hitting
हाँ,
everyone, every
उल्टा
other child.
माना जाता है.
It is not hitting, it is just expressing what the child wants to say, and
मैं
because the child is not neurotypical, he is not able to express that particular feeling, and he is just trying to push the child away. And sometimes they have sensory processing disorder, they are hypersensitive, they are hyposensitive, and they are sensory seekers. So sometimes because of that also they try to push the other people away from them.
जैसा आप बता रहे हो मैम, ऐसा स्कूल में अगर हो, जैसे मान लो हमने अपना प्ले स्कूल वाला टाइम पीरियड बच्चे ने ठीक काट लिया,
हम्म,
ठीक है। अब वो फॉर्मल स्कूल में आ गए, थोड़ा बड़ा स्कूल।
हम्म,
थोड़े बड़े स्कूल के अंदर हर बच्चा एक दूसरे से बात करता है, जो आप मुझे बता रहे हो। हर बच्चा एक दूसरे से बात करता है, अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस करता है। मान लो मैं और ये हैं, मैं इसे कुछ बोल रहा हूँ, बट सामने वाले बच्चे में कोई प्रॉब्लम है मुझे नहीं पता, क्योंकि यू नो वी आर किड्स ऑफ द सेम एज। मैं उसे बार बार प्रवोक कर रहा हूँ कि तू बोल, चल खेले, यू नो, एंड माइट बी ही इज नॉट एबल टू एक्सप्रेस। द अदर पर्सन कैन टेक इट एज अ बुली। एग्जाम्पल है कि भाई एक बच्चे को हम बार बार बोल रहे हैं और वो नहीं कर पा रहा, ही वांट्स टू एक्सप्रेस, ही वांट्स टू एक्सप्रेस हिज हैप्पीनेस और व्हाटएवर ही द वे ही वांट्स टू गो, बट वो नहीं कर पाता। तो ऐसी इतनी सिचुएशन के अंदर जहां बच्चा कुछ बोलना चाह रहा है, मान लो उसने वो एज एक प्ले स्कूल से निकाल ली, आइडेंटिफिकेशन नहीं आई। हम ये नहीं कहते कि आप नहीं करते, लेकिन यू नो इट्स अ बिग वर्ल्ड। Every teacher might not be equipped, and I am
Yeah,
not pointing any finger on any school. They are
yeah,
all very good. By any good chance उन्होंने ये सोच के करा, ये ऐसा नहीं मानते कि बच्चा ठीक है हो जाएगा, शायद मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है, प्रॉम्प्ट अपने आप से। ऐसे सिचुएशन में उस बच्चे के साथ क्या बीतती है, या वो अंडर मेंटल ट्रॉमा रहता है, या उस चीज से ओवरकम करने के लिए वो बच्चा भी अपने आप को नहीं मना पाता। देखो बच्चे के साथ तो सब कुछ जो वो सीख रहा है वो बहुत अच्छा है, जो वो लिखता है वो उतना ही समझ पाता है। मैं ये क्वेश्चन का आंसर चाहता हूँ उन पेरेंट्स के लिए कि जो जिनके बच्चों को वो खुद भी पहले तो एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर पा रहे होते, नहीं उनको लगता है हो जाएगा ठीक है, नॉर्मल बात है। बहुत सारे बच्चे लेट बोलना शुरू करते हैं, बहुत सारे बच्चे लेट भागना शुरू करते हैं, बहुत सारे बच्चों का दिमाग थोड़ा स्लो चलता है, लेकिन वो मूवी बड़ी अच्छी देख लेते हैं, वो बात रोज मुझसे करता है, वो वीडियो गेम अच्छी खेलता है। हम ये सारे एग्जाम्पल्स एक दूसरे को देते हैं।
yes,
ऐसी सिचुएशन में कैसे डील करना चाहिए कि वो बच्चे के अंदर क्या चल रहा होगा, मैं मान रहा हूँ हम उसको आइडेंटिफाई नहीं कर पा रहे, लेकिन
yeah,
वो अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस भी नहीं कर पा रहा, तो
yeah,
वो एक बुली फैक्टर भी है और एक तरफ फ्रेंडशिप फैक्टर भी है। मैं अपने दोस्त को बोल रहा हूँ चल मेरे साथ खेल, बोल, मजाक कर, लेकिन वो नहीं कर पा रहा, उसकी अपनी एक प्रॉब्लम है,
yeah, okay.
आइडेंटिफाइड नहीं है। तो ऐसा पेरेंट को आप कैसे, मतलब वो बच्चे को अगर घूम के, हर अच्छे स्कूल में एक चाइल्ड साइकोलॉजिस्ट होती है आजकल लोग रखते हैं, यू नो, हाउ डू वी अंडरस्टैंड दिस सिचुएशन?
In fact, your question has two parts also.
Yeah,
You have asked two questions altogether. So I'm just going to answer one by one. So your first question, because parents have a lot of expectations from their children. So first of all, I would like to say that don't overburden your child, because children take stimulation from the environment. All of us take stimulation from the environment. What is behavior? Behavior is response to a stimuli. So like we take visual stimulation, like I'm looking at you, so I'm able to see your eyes, I'm able to understand your gestures also. Then there is auditory stimulation, whatever you are saying I'm able to comprehend, I'm able to proceed that what you are saying and what you are expecting me to answer. Likewise, when our lips move, so it is also a kind of a stimulation. When we use our hands, that is also kind of a stimulation. This bright light is also kind of a stimulation. So the children who have problem with like sensory processing disorders, and who are special need children, they have some kind of a need, they have some kind of a disability which is required to be attended. So they are sometimes find it very overstimulating, so they are not able to take one stimulation at a time. So it is an overstimulation which is a source of frustration for them. So first of all, if your child is not able to speak, don't force the child too much, don't overburden the child. Whatever child already says, just add one or two words to that. And again, if child is not able to speak properly, is not able to have proper speech by the age of 3 years, 4 years, start giving visual cues. We call it PEG system. It is a we do communication through the source of pictures. So start giving visual clues, and we have it in many schools. Now coming to your second question, in all the schools we have one special educator. It is a CBSE mandatory rule to have one special educator in the school. So whenever there is any such problem occurs or child is facing any kind of issue, that teacher is required to attend to the child, and whatever problem is there, we are going to identify through the help of a psychologist. So once the problem is identified, so then the course of action, the plan of action is going to mend according to that.
करेक्ट,
Okay.
थैंक यू मैम, ये बहुत जरूरी था मुझे समझना, क्योंकि you know we get a lot of questions from parents, you know, and you being such a
Yeah.
good child psychologist, I think you understand it more better.
Yeah.
For a layman and for a parent, it is difficult to accept, and secondly,
Yeah.
for a child to understand and express.
Yeah. So, likewise, I tell you, I've read many books on this topic particularly, and it is my area of working, and it's also my passion to work something towards the children with special needs. So, there is a book of Dr. Robert Malillo. He's a psychiatrist in USA, and he has a brain balance program, which is world's #1 program, and it is a patent program. It is not available in India. So, parents who trust in that program, they go to US to get their child treated
Treated.
with him and his program. They say that there was a child who never used to answer anything and never used to look into the eyes. So this eye contact is also one of the sign and traits of delayed learning. So when the child is not looking at you, not looking into your eyes, so that means the child is not able to take stimulation from you. So the child is trying to avoid that stimulation. That stimulation could be very hyper, could be very hypo, or could be very bad for the child. So then when child is not looking at you and looking at down, that does not mean the child is not listening to you. The child is always listening, is always all ears to you, whatever you are saying. Sometimes child is not looking at you, and we think that child is not aware of what we are saying, but they are 100% listening what parents are talking, what the other people are talking. But it's just overstimulation that is hindering them to attend to a particular course.
Correct.
Okay. So, ma'am, how do you assess a child's developmental process?
In a routine manner, we assess children on the basis of their performance.
Okay.
But personally, if you ask me this question, I'm not in favor of any kind of assessment. There has to be a certain benchmark which child is required to achieve by certain age, but there should be no grading system, no marking system. There should be no competition for being #1.
Because
Because
everybody is different.
everybody is different and everybody has different styles of learning, and now we have multiple styles of learning.
Yes.
So that should be incorporated in the learning system.
Okay. So, how do you integrate arts and creativity in your daily curriculum?
Yeah, this is a very nice question. So, art integration is a very good pattern through which we can address to a multi-sensory requirements and multi-sensory needs. Art integration is a method which fosters learning and motivation and engages child to be able to grasp whatever teacher is going to teach. So now when we say art integration, we also follow multi-sensory approach in my school, and which is totally based on doing it, seeing it, hearing it from the teacher. So that we call a multi-sensory approach again, and including art with the help of it is kinesthetic pattern, which we follow in the classroom, particularly with the children.
Okay. All the five senses can be
Use, of course it is all engaged when you are doing one activity. So we see tactile and in fact olfactory sense also, because some children like to smell everything while they are doing, they like to smell their crayons, they like to smell their colors also. So now we have this pattern that we involve all multisensory approaches available in the system, and that is based on art integration activity only, because it helps learner to understand different disciplines.
मैम इतने सारे लोग जो आपको सुन रहे हैं, they'll be very happy to see such a good mentor, I should say, Dr. Kajal Suri with us today, who you are so well learned about this subject and you know how to deal with it. क्योंकि आजकल बहुत सारे लोग अपने बच्चों को शैडो टीचर, स्पेशल एजुकेटर देते हैं
Yeah.
नीड ऑफ द आर के लिए, कि भाई उनको वो
Absolutely.
समझ सके और उनको वो चीजें करवा सके.
Yes.
ठीक है. And I would love that entire public, which is listening to us, is trying to understand. And since आपने इतनी अच्छी ये birth of a special parent, what we can see, this contains 7 main points, right?
This book contains 9 types of
9.
disabilities.
Okay.
Yeah, I've covered 9 types of disabilities starting from global developmental disorder, which is from age 2 years to 18 years. There are many kind of developmental disorders which parents sometimes are not able to identify because of not going to any professional, not taking any professional help. So this book covers 9 kind of disabilities.
you-
So parents if they by this book, they can assess their child at home, and there are home remedial plans given in this book by the help of which they are able to attend their children at home.
मैम मुझे थोड़ा सा ये बताओ कि इतने सारे लोग जो आज आपको सुन रहे हैं एंड आई थिंक यू नो बाय टुडे इवनिंग और टुमारो मॉर्निंग you'll be flooded with messages with a lot of questions, you know, parents, those who are you know they deal with their children, and those who are trying to understand this but उनको difficult लगता था, they'll be reaching out to you. I think you know you would be very happy to answer them, handhold them and be a good mentor, because कई लोगों को डर भी लगता है कि कहीं हम डॉक्टर के पास जाएं तो कोई ऐसी मेडिसिन ना दे दे, कोई ये चीज ना हो, वो चीज मिथ है ना, अलग अलग टाइप के. मैं आपके लिए नहीं कह रहा, यू नो इट इज सो मेनी थिंग्स लाइक. एंड सेकेंडली, accepting is a big fact.
Yeah.
I would love that, you know, if you take any good workshops and you could put a link in the bio so that a lot of people can come down to you, you know, understand you. And secondly, those who are suffering, you know, parents, those who know कि मेरे बच्चे को ये problem है and need good advice, I think you would be a perfect match for it. And we would invite all parents to please DM, you know, get down to her. She's very approachable, very humble. And yes, you know, after this podcast, we are very happy that, you know, it's a gift to the society. Such a good doctor who can really change things, is well versed, is well knowledged, and written books about it. I think you will be having a very good mentor, since Dr. Kajal Suri is you know a certified practitioner. So you know there's nothing more what we can add to it, a licensed practitioner with RCI. So she would be a perfect go to understand जितने भी पेरेंट्स हैं जिन्हें लगता है कि यू नो दे नीड सच काइंड ऑफ असेसमेंट फॉर देयर चिल्ड्रन. वेरी अप्रोचेबल. हमारे पॉडकास्ट के बाद आपको इतने सारे जो मैसेजेस आएंगे, आई थिंक यू नो विल बी टेकिंग देम हैप्पीली. कहीं ऐसा ना हो
Absolutely.
कि आप बिजी हो और हमारे बहुत सारे लोग जो आपको आपसे अब इस चीजों के आंसर चाहते हैं रह जाएं. सो आई वुड लव एनी गुड मैसेज व्हाट यू वुड लव टू गिव टू द एंटायर पेरेंट, यू नो जिनके ऐसे बच्चे हैं उनके लिए भी, और जो लोग आपसे मिलना चाहें या आप वर्कशॉप्स करते हो, एनी गुड मैसेज टू द सोसाइटी.
So, education is the most powerful weapon which one can use to change the world. So, for a child entering into preschool is a new journey, a new chapter to be written. We want to make this experience more exciting and memorable for the parents. But since there are some children who are not able to develop as a neurotypical children, so then the parents can approach to us. We have 2 hours program which we do on every Saturday and Sunday, which is specially designed for dealing with communication and behavior strategies, which is for children with speech delay and children with behavioral problems. So we do this program very often, like once or twice in a month. They can approach to us. My team is there to answer all the queries. We would love to attend to all kind of needs for the children. Thank you so very much. I'm glad to be part here. Thank you, Sumit. Thank you, Anubhav.
It was a wonderful experience, and we really appreciate all parents. Please feel very free. You know, the Dr. Kajal Suri would be a great help to you. She's a very good mentor, and we really had a very good podcast with her. It was such knowledgeful to understand this particular field. And yes, it's a gift to the society what she's doing, and she really does it very humbly. So we welcome you all to connect down to her. And thank you, Dr. Kajal Suri, for being on our podcast, Coffee with Educators.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.